God is loving you. I'm going to start this book by telling you that I talk to God, because if I do not tell you this, you will not be able to fully understand the incredible story of love which you are about to read. This book has been in my head for a long time, as God has been prodding me to write many books on the information He has given me over the years, and I have, yes, I admit it, been stalling. But God is so wonderful and works in so many incredible ways that I know now that He started pushing me to write before I was ready, because He wanted me to be able to start telling my story today. Because only now am I myself fully grasping the complexity and the entirety of my story. I have known devastating pain in my life, and after enduring a dramatically painful childhood, I was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia, often referred to as the disease of pain. In my many years of doing coaching, videos, meditations, online courses, intensive weekends, seminars, and retreats, I have met and spoken with thousands of people who are living continuously in devastating emotional and physical pain, and not only because they are dealing with a disease. The saddest part is that, deep down, these people feel that their pain is a part of life, a part of themselves, a part of their destiny, and feel that they will never really truly be able to live physically and emotionally pain-free in life. And most of the time, people are not even aware that they have this programming in their subconscious mind, nor are they aware of how society, family, religion, and the mass media pass on this message. God knows this and has a plan of love to heal the world. But for His plan to work, man must truly know God and what He desires for everyone. In this book, I want you to know the immensely patient God whom I know intimately, because He has made Himself known to me by speaking with me since I was around the age of 5. I want you to know a God who has filled me with His tangible love, even in my darkest hours, when I completely lost the use of my legs and had no energy whatsoever in my body, and who, just by letting me feel His presence, made me know that I was stronger than I ever thought possible, and that I could make it even when the odds the doctors gave me were 0. Because this is what God wants for us all. God not only wants to help you out of your pain, but He wants you to truly know yourself and what He intended for you during your life's journey. He wants us to understand that we are all stronger than we think possible, and that many of the problems in our lives are directly related to us not feeling this internal power which we all possess. Only when you truly understand who you really are can you then be aware of what you are really capable of doing, feeling, living, and realizing. This is the awakening which an immensely loving God is trying to bring about in the world. I know not only because He has told me this, but because I've been a part of His magnificent plan all of my life. God only let me know that I was a part of His plan, though, when I became sick with a disease which was considered incurable. I didn't know it then, but God was weaving a tapestry around my destiny and that of others, and it was all hinged on my faith in Him. Because, you see, none of this incredible plan, which I am going to reveal to you in the chapters of this book, would have ever been possible if I had not demonstrated my unwavering faith in God by saying yes to His every request. And when He was silent, by keeping my faith, even in my darkest hour. I didn't know then that God was testing me. I never thought in these past years that He was tempering me for a challenge even greater than any one I had ever faced in my entire life. But that is exactly what He was doing. He was testing my faith my resilience, my courage, my patience, my capability to interpret His directives, my honesty, my willingness to tell the world His plan and to act on it in His name. Because I'm about to tell you an incredible story of how God is loving every individual and trying to get a vital message to people, which will enable them to live their lives with internal serenity, to experience the true and joyous journey which He intended for them to live while on this earth, all while they discover their divine potential locked inside their immense souls. God wants me to deliver many messages to you in this book, and most of all, He wants every single person reading this book to know that He is loving you right now. Whatever you are going through, He wants you to know that He is loving you. People often think they know themselves, but in reality, they often have no idea who they truly are, nor do they have a connection with their most profound consciousness. Often we believe that we know God, but in reality, many of us have preconceived notions about God's behavior or reactions which do not reflect the God I speak with daily, and who wants me to tell you who He truly is and what He really wants for you. People often think they know life, but I will show you through the pages of this book that if you do not know yourself or your soul, and you do not know intimately God's unconditional and His ultimate plan for you, it's very probable that what you actually think about the sense of life in general will grow as you read this book. I can't wait for you to read this book of love, God's love for you, and I have so much to share with you. Teachings, messages, strategies based on self-love and life trainings which God has made me aware of over the years in order to help people finally understand the source of their emotional and physical pain. There are many gifts which God has given me to help me help others find their way to Him, because besides being able to communicate with the deceased or to go into trance, of clairvoyance and of clairaudience, hearing and listening, He has also given me the capability to channel energy, to heal with my hands, to transmit His messages to people, and to let people know if He has a mission for them in life. The most beautiful and amazing gift of all, though, that He's given me is that of being able to conduct people into and let them live the incredible experience of connecting directly with their immense and all-knowing life force, their soul. God wants you to live a truly wonderful life, and most of all, He wants you to discover and live your true potential, because His aim is seeing us joyous and fulfilled in life. This may not be what you have been told by many, and it may not be what you believe, but this is the message of love which He is trying to convey. So wherever you are right now in your life, open your mind and your heart while reading this book and discover what God truly wants for you. Know that in this book you will find the answers which will make the changes in your life possible in order to point you in the direction of happiness. Man was not destined to live in pain, but often he believes that this is true. So much so that moderate levels of emotional and physical pain don't even register as pain. And only when people are faced with an emergency or stopped in their tracks by a disease do they recognize that they are living in pain. This is in no way what God wants for us all. God used me, my capability to see, to feel, and to hear on other levels, and my life so that I could one day help you. So that I could one day help you understand why and when and how God is trying to love you and help you on your journey. God has given me the answers to life so that I can now give them to you, because God is loving you.